Hey everybody, how's it going? Today, let's take a detailed look at the very exclusive and quite exquisite 2013 Bentley Mulsanne Mulliner. And this is going to be a detailed, in-depth review of the Mulsanne. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, as well as show you a bunch of the unique aspects of the interior as well as exterior.
And I'd like to give a big thanks and special shout out to Tobin Bentley in Las Vegas, Nevada for allowing me to come out and film this stunning new 2013 Bentley Mulsanne Mulliner.
And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up, let her run. The Mulsanne comes standard with an integrated smart key access system. By just keeping the key fob in your pocket, you're able to wirelessly lock and unlock the vehicle by locating the little black touch-sensitive buttons on each of the door handles. To lock, all you have to do is tap it. One beep indicates locking, then after waiting a second, just grab the touch-sensitive pad behind the handle, and it automatically unlocks the vehicle. The doors are also auto self-closing if you fail to close them all the way, via a little suction mechanism. The exterior color is known as Glacier White and features a unique diamond quilted twine leather interior with black accenting, specific to the Mulliner. The vehicle does also come standard with a remote push-button ignition. All you have to do is put your foot on the brake and hit the console-mounted button to start. Beautiful melodic note from that twin-turbo V8. The 2013 Bentley Mulsanne comes standard with speed proportional rack and pinion power steering. The leather is very smooth, nice soft grain, with a unique two-tone color scheme in this particular model. And as far as the transmission, it's a very unique 8-speed automatic gearbox. The way it works, you unlock it by pushing down the little B logo and pull it all the way down, but it'll go back up to its original spot. Now you're in drive. To go back into park, you push it all the way up. And once the vehicle is actually placed in reverse, an integrated backup camera appears, also with guidance lines, that automatically adjust as you turn the wheel. Decorated wonderfully with knurled aluminum and a chrome finish, leather shift knob, and a combination of black piano veneer and chrome housing. And so, we're going to flip on the automatic headlamps, fog lamps, as well as the hazards. Naturally, all 4 windows are fully automatic. And we're going to check out the exterior, shall we?
The Bentley Mulsanne represents the first all-new Bentley in over 2/3 of a century. What makes it truly unique is that it's a tried-and-true Bentley product, a product that redefines tradition for the modern era. It's also nearly devoid of other manufacturer influence. Originally, the Mulsanne's predecessor, the Arnage, was born under BMW's ownership in 1998. It shared a variety of parts and was powered by a BMW engine. Later on, after Volkswagen Auto Group acquired the brand, Bentley introduced its 6 3/4 liter V8 into the Arnage and then later refreshed it along the way. With its long 11-year history, it was then time for a replacement. Rather than dip into the vast amount of VW Group parts, the Mulsanne's design, chassis, and engine were handcrafted by Bentley for Bentley and Crewe, England to create a truly unique car that represented the company's proud history. Unlike the Continental lineup, which begins life in Germany before being shipped to England for final assembly, the Mulsanne only takes inspiration from Audi with suspension design, electronics, and navigation, which makes it truly unlike the rest of the current Bentley lineup. Specifically for the Mulsanne Mulliner, it gets its own unique set of 21-inch, two-piece forged and polished aluminum alloy wheels with titanium fasteners, wrapped in performance Dunlop SP Sport Max tires measuring 265/40. The Mulliner driving specification also recalibrates the servotronic steering as well as the continuous damping to create a more responsive, almost sporty driving experience. The electronically controlled air springs help give it that signature Bentley smoothness, while the wheels can also be had with a self-leveling flying B medallion for that finished touch of class. As far as the brakes, the Mulsanne features huge 15.7-inch two-piece ventilated discs with Bentley branded calipers in the front and 14.6-inch vented discs in the rear. The Mulsanne suspension also consists of double wishbones in the front and a beefed-up multi-link rear suspension that takes inspiration from Audi, with a unique toe and brake reaction control system that give it the stability for the vehicle's massive torque. First and foremost, Bentley has always been known as the driver's car rather than the limousine. The Mulliner driving specification further enhances this concept by adding a bit of flair to the Mulsanne. Mulliner is Bentley's bespoke division. They're able to create reality out of dreams and make each car a one-off piece of art. Whether it be integrated tablet computers to beefed up hard drives and integrated televisions, to custom fluted headlining, personal monograms, and precious metal inlays, nothing is impossible through Mulliner. It sets itself apart with unique flying B fender vents, diamond quilted leather interior, unique wheels, as well as the driving dynamics controller for comfort, sport, and the Bentley driving mode for the best of both worlds, but more on the interior in just a bit. The car also comes with just about every advanced technological safety innovation that you can find in the car market today. Including its plethora of interior airbags, the vehicle also comes standard with blind spot monitoring as well as rear crosspath detection. You'll notice in the front bumper, there's also an advanced adaptive cruise control with dual-mounted sensors for pinpoint accuracy. It will then automatically detect the cars in front of you going down the highway to automatically decelerate or accelerate the vehicle depending on the situation. It's all about the fine details that makes the Mulsanne a true Bentley, from its bold front end to its smooth flowing lines tapering into an angled rear clip. The rear window is actually enveloped by the body to create a very smooth look, and Bentley is also the only automotive manufacturer that uses all polished stainless steel instead of chrome. So what makes the Mulsanne have an appreciable difference in regards to the Arnage? First, the vehicle's core is composed of a steel monocoque structure designed by Bentley with aluminum components to help shave weight. The hood, the doors, and fenders are aluminum, as well as other various structures such as the side impact beams, stronger and lighter weight than steel where it matters the most. The trunk enclosure is formed of composites. The Mulsanne is also a bigger car. It's 7 inches longer with 6 inches of increased wheelbase, which did wonders for interior space. Even with its size and features, the materials used in construction created to weigh less than the Arnage. It's 219.5 inches long, which is only 3 inches shorter than a Chevrolet Suburban, and it's also 74.8 inches wide with a height of 59.9 inches and a total curb weight of around 5,700 pounds.
And we're going to pop the hood.
The Mulsanne's engine is a thing of beauty. Bentley took the aging twin-turbocharged 6 3/4 liter V8 from the Arnage and redesigned it in a big way for the Mulsanne's application. It boasts more power than the Arnage T while still being about 30% more fuel efficient. It's still a push-rod V8 with 2 valves per cylinder, but does have variable valve timing on both the intake and exhaust. Also, for the first time in Bentley history, the new engine features a cylinder deactivation feature in 4th gear and above that creates a temporary V format while cruising, thus decreasing the thirst for fuel until power is demanded. The aluminum block and heads and major internal parts are all new, while the bore and stroke also remain the same. In fact, the only thing that's carried over are the turbochargers and exhaust manifolds. The changes decreased engine weight by 66 pounds and added 6 horsepower and 14 pound-feet of torque. With maximum turbo pressure of 16 psi, the engine now produces 506 horsepower at 4,200 RPM and an otherworldly 752 pound-feet of torque at a very low 1,750 RPM. That's 1,450 RPMs earlier than the Arnage T. This leads to a 0 to 60 time of around 5.1 seconds with a top speed of 184 miles per hour and a quarter-mile time of 13.4 seconds at around 105 miles per hour. As far as fuel economy, with a 25.4 gallon tank on premium fuel, you should expect around 11 miles to a gallon in the city and 18 on the highway. As mentioned earlier, the Mulliner driving specification brings the Mulsanne's Grand Touring nature to life, with perforated diamond-quilted leather seats and door pads with unique knurling on the organ stop air vent controls and gear lever. Also, drilled aluminum sport pedals and handcrafted by Bentley Mulliner door sill plaques as a reminder of Mulliner's purpose, combining both relaxation and exhilaration. Great care is taken with every aspect of the interior to make sure only the highest quality materials are utilized. It takes about 17 hides to cover the leather surfaces, all raised in open grassland at higher altitudes to prevent disfiguring bug bites and marks. Everything from the glove box to the iPod drawer is lined in leather. The steering wheel itself takes 2 days to hand sew. Even the wood veneers are crafted in a meticulous process that takes 9 weeks alone to preserve the aged panels in the richest way possible. Overall, it takes about 170 man-hours to craft the interior alone. Naturally, the seating features a wide variety of power adjustments to fit every body type, also with 4-way power lumbar adjustment and active massage. This particular car has black color accent stitching in the leather, a leather headliner, as well as the Flying B logo stitched in the headrest, but it can be customized to anything you desire. There's also accent lighting found throughout the vehicle, and most noticeably on the B pillar, as well as a fully powered telescoping steering wheel with heat. But probably one of the most impressive optional accessories is the custom 20-speaker name audio system, the most powerful sound system available in a production vehicle. With over 2,200 watts and 8 digital sound processors, it's bespoke to Mulsanne and will enrich the ears of even the most fluent audiophiles. This particular car is equipped with the dark stained burr walnut, a part of 9 different wood veneers that you can get for the Mulsanne, including black piano veneer. Offers a fantastic contrast with that black dash and a little bit of color accent stitching.
So let's go and see if she sounds. Note the unique orientation of the tachometer, spinning in clockwise direction. Beautifully quiet and amazingly smooth. So we're going to shut her up. Beautifully soft. The premium audio system found in the Mulsanne is fed through an 8-inch navigation mobile media telemetrics interface. All the controls are located right below the climate control in a chrome accented housing. Here, all the different buttons to correspond to the different menus, as well as the little toggle wheel in the center with these little 4-quadrant buttons that correspond to little sub-menus within the menu.
I should sleep, it's keeping me awake. It's the house telling you to close your eyes. And sometimes I can't even trust myself.
Your side curtain airbags, little close-up of the perforated leather headliner, chrome accented accent lighting up top, as well as more wood trim coming down the middle portion of the B pillar. Everything in the interior evokes such a solid feeling. Extremely well put together, beautifully soft, and wonderfully luxurious. Auto-dimming rear view mirror, and on the top stack here, accented in chrome and black piano veneer, you have your interior illumination, all LED, garage home link, as well as controls for your full power moonroof. Now, the cover here is accented in Alcantara. It'll automatically go back once you press the button, but it doesn't actually slide all the way back. You hit the button again, it'll open up the vent portion. The thing I like most about Bentley vehicles is the traditional way that they build cars. All the air vents, solid metal with a beautiful chrome finish, and the little registers open and close via those little pull buttons located across the dash. Each of the buttons is nicely finished in a little knurled rough accent around the side so you can get a nice grip to them. Pretty much the same finish you find on all the main knobs in the vehicle. A nice bespoke feeling. Your power tilt telescoping steering wheel function located off to the right. Main gauges up front and center, including your fuel, analog clock, as well as vehicle temperature. Leather accented tray for your iPod storage and integration, as well as a true quad zone climate control system. And what I mean by that is each of the 4 passengers in the vehicle can independently adjust the fan speed, the temperature, you name it, to custom suit their needs. So up here, you have your different zones. Off to the right, fan speed, your heated and ventilated seats, temperature and independent automatic for both sides, as well as AC and recycling through an air filtration system. Coming down the leather-lined center console, 2 integrated adjustable cup holders, and Mulliner specific, a little Bentley driving dynamics controller here for comfort, normal, sport, as well as custom settings to give a little bit more sport out of your Mulsanne. Controls for your rear sunshade, traction control, as well as activating your rear camera. So you don't always have to have it in reverse if you wanted to activate it. As well as a color accented leather center console with 2 storage pockets. Wonderful metal contacts. Nice solid closing sound. Bring it up to reveal a little bit more storage, as well as a little lighter and power outlet, and you can just let them fall. They'll slowly come down to a soft thud. As far as the multimedia system, like I mentioned, all of your controls are down below here. You have your preset stations here, back button, radio, tune, as well as scrolling through the different stations, such as this menu. You just press down on that little chrome button there to select the station. And around that main wheel in the center, you have these little quadrant buttons, like I said, that correspond to the different submenus up here. So you can access your presets, tuning, changing the band, going over to Sirius. It also has HD radio, as well as changing the settings. Media, integrated hard drive so you can load up MP3 files in the system, SD card, DVD compatible, CD, iPod, auxiliary, as well as hands-free Bluetooth streaming of audio. So it's pretty functional. And you also have the settings of as well as importing files. Hands-free Bluetooth telephone, audio adjustments, speed compensated volume, as well as the voice recognition. Your beautiful LCD navigation screen, destination off to the bottom left, route settings, as well as specific navigation settings. Sirius info, turning the screen off, as well as a specific menu for the car settings. Set up the mobile media interface system, raise the vehicle with its pneumatic air ride suspension, or lower it, car systems such as the air conditioning, vehicle settings, as well as resetting the tire pressure monitoring system in the bottom right hand corner. Beautiful system. On the steering wheel, you have your radio controls and volume controls, as well as your hands-free telephone and voice commands. Help.
Many functions of the MMI can be operated quickly and easily with voice recognition. Voice recognition can be interrupted at any time by pressing the talk button on the steering wheel to say a command. You can say help or cancel at any time. Press and hold the talk button to cancel voice recognition. Please choose cancel.
And you pretty much get the point of that. Memory settings for the programmable suspension settings, like you saw earlier. Your metal paddle shifters, also with the knurled pattern on the back. Cruise control down below, and your automatic wipers. Control the driver information system via the little menu button, and the little scroll next to it. And you click down on the little toggle button to select an item. Advanced cruise control or laser guided cruise control to detect the cars in front of you, so you don't have to keep on turning on and off your cruise control. It'll automatically adjust it for you. Dim the display if you didn't want it bright at night. And the like. Absolutely wonderful craftsmanship. Go ahead and shut her down. And we'll check out the back seat. The back seat passengers are treated with the same luxurious opulence as the front passengers. Beautifully styled with integrated picnic tables built into the back of the seat. All of your wood trim coming up across the door with the integrated speakers. Lock and unlock. You also have memory settings for both the back passengers because they're actually fully powered, and I'll show that in just a second. Right here, control your power windows and sunshades for either side of the vehicle, as you can see. The same diamond quilted leather with the Flying Bee logo stitched in the back. Up top, you also have a set of vanity mirrors and side mirrors in the C-pillar. Legroom's not an issue, extremely spacious. Rear air registers. And your picnic tables. Coat hook. You also have another top stack here, similar to the front. It also controls your rear sunshade as well as your rear illumination. Beautifully accented vanity mirrors. And as far as the center console here, it also houses your quad zone climate control like I mentioned earlier, but for the rear passengers. You have your heated and ventilated seat function for both sides, fan, temperature, as well as zones, just like the front. Also, your power seat controls. You have an active massage function for both sides, power lumbar. This adjusts the pitch of the back, as well as sliding the seat forward and backwards. If there was nobody in the front seat, and you were in this side and want a little bit more room to stretch out, just hit that button there, and then you can adjust the front seat, kind of get it out of the way. And you have a set of cup holders down below. Alrighty. We're going to check out the rest of the vehicle, shall we?
Open up the full power liftgate of the Mulsanne, you'll find around 11 cubic feet of cargo space. It is definitely quite modest for a vehicle of this size, but it's also very nicely finished in plush carpeting with color accent piping coming around, brushed aluminum accenting, and it's also illuminated. So it's a nice well-rounded package including your roadside assistance kit. Not to mention 2 leather straps in the back for 2 rear-mounted umbrellas.
You also have 2-person memory for the passenger seat, and the same power adjustments that you find on the driver's side. Modest glove box, also leather lined, CD changer up top, as well as your SD card input, DVD drive, and SIM card input to make the Mulsanne a Wi-Fi hotspot.
The Mulsanne is a thing of beauty, prestigious pedigree, and legendary power. It blends Mulliner's unique program and represents what it truly means to be a bespoke Bentley for the modern era. A car built by Bentley, for Bentley, and something they should be quite proud of.
Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth review of the 2013 Bentley Mulsanne Mulliner. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's a lot more where that came from. Take care everybody.